Andrew Tate slams UK government in furious new video after charges revealed. Influencer brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate are set to return to Britain to face a series of serious criminal charges. Their legal team confirmed on Thursday the Crown Prosecution Service (CPS) authorised charges against the Tates back in January 2024, but the announcement involving several women was only made public on Wednesday. Andrew Tate, 38, has been charged with 10 offences including rape, actual bodily harm, human trafficking and controlling prostitution for gain related to 3 women. His brother Tristan Tate, 36, faces 11 charges connected to a single woman including rape and human trafficking. These alleged offences reportedly occurred between 2012 and 2015 in Bedfordshire, where the brothers were raised. Despite the charges, lawyers for the brothers, both dual US and British citizens who have been living in Romania since 2016, criticized the CPS for what they describe as an unfair legal process. These are historic allegations, and our clients are not even being told who the supposed victims are, the Holborn Adams law firm stated. They suggested that the lack of transparency highlights a prejudicial approach driven by the Tates' high profiles. The brothers are already entangled in legal battles in Romania, where they face separate charges relating to allegations of human trafficking and sexual exploitation. However, a Romanian appeals court in December threw out key parts of that case due to legal and procedural flaws. Romanian courts have since approved the extradition of the brothers to the UK once their ongoing proceedings conclude. Andrew Tate, who has cultivated a massive online following with his outspoken and often controversial views, responded to the UK developments by posting a fiery video this morning. In it, he launched a scathing attack on the British government, accusing it of corruption and bias and vowing to fight the charges with everything he has. Their legal team insists that the Tates are prepared to return to England and mount an aggressive defence, claiming they have evidence that could discredit the allegations, evidence they argue British authorities have refused to engage with. As the legal battles intensify on 2 fronts, the Tates remain defiant, portraying themselves as targets of a broader political agenda. Let's have a watch of Andrew's video, but first hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more how to watch. Friendly reminder to everybody at home: the UK government does not care about women. It allows grooming gangs to groom at length for decades. They don't care. They won't even investigate it. They won't look at it. They open the borders and allow in millions of military-aged men. God knows where they're from, without passports. No one knows their criminal record from questionable countries which obviously have a misogynistic worldview. Because I'm the world's worst misogynist, they allow these people to roam our streets. They pay for them to come and they pay for them to live for free, which makes women unsafe. They have no time to police any of this. They have no time to investigate any of this, but they have time to drag up allegations on me from 15 years ago for talking about these issues. If they cared about women, they'd fix the issues. They don't care about women. Do not buy it for a second. They don't care about women. They don't care about young girls being safe. They don't care about combating misogyny. They don't care about any of that. They care about control and locking up anyone who highlights the problems inside of the UK. It is so broken. They are not trying to fix the problems. Instead, they're trying to get rid of the people who talk about the problems. The UK government does not give a single about women and girls, or they'd stop the boats. They don't give a single about women and girls, or they'd stop the grooming gangs. Why are they dragging up allegations on me from 15 years ago by promising women money if they lie? And after an extensive investigation contacting over 1,000 women, they found 3 girls who were prepared to lie. What about the 997 who said, I'm a nice guy? This is a setup. This is a stitch up, and do not buy their garbage for a second. That they give a single about the young women inside the UK because they don't care. Our streets run with blood. Women are unsafe. People get stabbed to death. Crime is out of control. Does the media talk about murderers every day? No. Does the media talk about drug dealers every day? No. Does the media talk about the crime committed by the migrants we let in every day? No. The media talks about me every day. Why? Because I highlight the problem, not because I am a problem, but because I tell you there's a problem. In other news, nearly a dozen tents now line Edgware Road, once a clear and quiet bypass, as homelessness surges in London's wealthiest borough, prompting criticism of Labour for funding illegal immigrants' hotels while neglecting rough sleepers. Images from Edgware Road in London's Westminster Council show nearly a dozen tents in the area, as well as a table and 2 chairs acting as a mini dining area. Data from Trust for London shows 11,993 were homeless in London between 2023 and 2024, with more than 2,000 of them moving to Westminster alone. In 2021 there were no tents underneath the bypass, however. At least 9 tents are visible now in the extremely noisy area. Amber Tully, a resident in the area, blamed the government funding illegal immigrants in hotels, food and education, and believes there needs to be housing support and other options like this for our homeless. She told GB News, "My thought would be the same as most British people. Our very own Not Survive hotels are being taken over by different councils all over the UK. This needs to be given to our homeless. They are being offered all sorts of support. Why are homeless people not being offered this?" Former homeless man Aziz explained that there is no support to help people get off the street. He said, "I've been through this after splitting up with my ex. As a man, if you apply for housing, you do not get that help. They expect you to go and find your own. The housing situation is a massive challenge in this country. The reason for this is that they are not building many houses. Always Labour, Conservative or Reform blame us people coming into this country, but they do not build extra houses. I do not believe any government has gone 100% with helping people on the street. Statistics show that there are 3 times as many people who are now homeless in London since 2008, with the number of rough sleepers who are male at 82%. Ethnic minorities account for the majority of rough sleepers in the capital, comprising 51%, although the highest number from any single ethnic group is white, with 5,127 individuals experiencing homelessness. Peter Thomas from the Office for National Statistics echoed President Tully's thoughts, suggesting the matter of the problem is immigration. Thomas said, "It is a very serious problem and no one does too much about it. Really, I feel sorry for them in a way. We never used to have this problem. It is because of a swollen population. There's no two ways about it. You put 3 into 2 and it does not go." Westminster City Council turned red in 2022 for the first time ever, having always been a Tory stronghold since 1964. A spokesperson for the council said, "The reasons people are living on the street are complex, including family breakdown, evictions and affordability, which leave people with no option. Others may be traumatized and present to services with a range of challenging needs. Whatever the causes, underpasses and central reservations are not safe places to camp, and the welfare of people staying there is a significant concern." Council funded rough sleeping services regularly visit both sites to offer support and signpost to appropriate services. The council explained that it wants to help everybody who is sleeping rough to have access to the right advice and support that enables them move on. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you have not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.